Legion of Boom era. Everyone knows kind of what the Legion of Boom defense was. Those Seahawks of the 2010s. I mean, I was late in high school, getting into college when you guys started to really pop off. But there's so many stories that have been told
Mhm.
about those Seahawks, and we know the different personalities. We know how
Mhm.
Sherm did things, that
Yeah.
brash personality. We know Cam Chancellor, the way he'd hit guys coming across the middle, but he was definitely more mellow. Earl patrolling the back end as the free safety, Brandon Browner, Bobby. I mean, all these guys. But I, I'm curious, like, is there maybe a story you think about the most about those days that maybe doesn't get as much attention, or maybe something you really say to yourself, huh, that really defined who we are, but I don't think enough people kind of talk about that.
I don't think people fully understood. Our practices were like the Super Bowl. Our
Mm,
OTAs,
yeah.
our OTAs is like it's the Seahawks versus the 49ers. I looked at our offense like this is the Rams, this is the Niners, this is the Cardinals. We gotta demolish these dudes, right? And everybody on my side of the ball had that same mentality. They're not getting anything on us today. They're not about to run the ball. If they complete a pass, we're looking at like who they complete that pass on. Let's not let that happen again. And we was just swarming just like some bees. We were so fast. We were so connected. We loved each other. We just had this mindset like they don't get anything on us. Like 1 yard is too much, and we
Mm.
prepared like that. We practiced like that. We flew around like that. We got mad like that, and it's just Coach Carroll and John Snyder. They just put together a group of just like-minded individuals. A lot of guys had chip on their shoulders, right? Like Earl, he wanted to be the best safety ever. Sherm got drafted late. I was a mid-round guy. Like we just all had so much to prove each and every time we stepped on that practice field.
Now, what did it say about Pete Carroll? Obviously, he's still coaching now. He's in his 70s, which is crazy. He has so much energy. I just remember that how he'd be, kind of running back and forth during the special teams portion
Yeah.
of practices to go with the direction of the kickoff. But I guess with those intense practices you guys had with kind of all those alpha males, right? What does it say about maybe Pete's ability to kind of nurture that competitive fire on a regular basis? Because even to this day, even
Yeah.
though the team is completely different, he's still known to kind of cultivate that
Yeah.
competitive, always compete mantra.
Yeah.
What does that maybe say about who Pete is as a leader and as a coach?
He's a phenomenal leader and a phenomenal person. First and foremost, he cares more about you off the field than he does on the field. And Coach Carroll just had a unique ability to he let us push the needle a little bit, but he also knew how to okay, you guys pushing a little too much. Let me reel you back. And so he just did a phenomenal job of just he knew how aggressive we were. He knew our personalities. He knew the chip. A lot of guys know the egos that we had. He let us embrace that. I want you to be mad. I want you to be physical. I want you to be pissed off when you're doing this. But when it comes to the expense of, or you doing this to your teammates, or certain guys are feeling this way, let's reel it back a little bit, right? You're
Mm.
doing a little too much. And so he did a great job communicating how he wanted the team to be ran. That always compete stuff. It was drilled in our heads. It was literally drilled like always compete. Like, coach, don't say always compete, and we go out the walkthrough, and you say slow down. Like you're saying two different things. Like if you're gonna say compete, we're gonna compete in each and everything that we do. And so he just has just a unique ability and just I use the word programming your mind. He programs your mind and really gets you going like throughout the week and to make sure you said you get ready for Sundays.